Hey everybody, we'll just give it a minute for some people to come in. I got a word to share. I was not planning to go live, as you can see. I'm not prepared, but the Lord told me to go live and I'm obedient. And hopefully the internet's okay. Let me know if you're here. Let me know who's here. There's somebody. 3 people. Make sure you guys are liking it as you come in. Hey, hello. Sorry, you guys, I wasn't prepared to go live. I'm actually waiting to pick up one of my children, and they're running late, so I'm just waiting. The Lord gave me a word. I was in my Bible, and He took me to John chapter 18, which is the second time He's brought me to John chapter 18 this week, and that's all about betrayal. It's about Judas. Hey, Danielle, hashtag Team Jesus. Hey, Aaron. I was going to make this chat for members only, but I don't know how to do that on my phone. And I'm glad I didn't because I see some regulars in here. Aaron Jackson. So, yeah, I'm just waiting, you guys. I wasn't planning to go live. I literally, I'm kind of a mess right now, but the Lord told me to go live, so I'm obedient. I'm sure I'll get some slick comments, but whatever. Um, Oh, well, good luck, Kingdom Minds. It's good lighting. It's good natural lighting right now. So the Lord at least gave me that. So, you guys, this word betrayal, you forgive, but you didn't forget. Okay, the Lord's been speaking to me. Something's about to go down. There's a shift happening, and the Lord has shifted you into position. This is all part of your elevation. This is part of your purpose. And whatever season you've been in has come to a close, and you've birthed into your next season. And with this next season comes a lot of attention. Sorry, there's just this car backing up. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's not going to hit me. And you're going to have people from your past, specifically someone or some people who flat out betrayed you, who flat out did you dirty, because the Lord brought me to John chapter 18. So that's a scripture reference. It's all about Judas, you guys. So some of you have a Judas in your past who's going to be popping back up, and they're going to want something from you. And it's so important that you do forgive this person. But that doesn't mean that you forget how they did you wrong or how they did you dirty. But with each person, you just really want to take it to the Lord to ask Him how to deal with this person. And also, just on that note of unforgiveness today, you guys, I make it an effort to walk in unforgiveness. I definitely have people in my past who have wronged me and who continue to wrong me, but I really work hard to walk in forgiveness. But today, the Lord put it on my heart that I had somebody who I had forgiven in the past, but this person continues to do things. And the Lord showed me I had some bitterness in my heart toward this person, that I needed to release it. I needed to forgive this person and say it out loud again. And it was a reminder to walk in forgiveness. Even when we think we've forgiven everybody, if we have people in your life who you have to deal with who continually wrong you, you might want to take stock and just ask the Lord, do I need to forgive this person again? Do I need to check my heart posture to make sure that I'm still walking in forgiveness with this person because they make it difficult sometimes. But we're called to walk in that all the time. And so, we can block our own blessings if we walk in unforgiveness. We can walk in a repentant lifestyle and shut down all that willful sin in our lives. But if we walk in unforgiveness, we can still give the enemy legal rights to us. So it's so important that we are making sure that we are, continually taking a heart assessment, dealing with the people in our lives who we, have to interact with or have some sort of tie to, that we have to, some people you set healthy boundaries with them, and you may not even communicate much with them, but you might hear something through the grapevine that they said something about you or they did something. And so it's really easy to kind of allow your heart to creep back into that place of bitterness. So just do a little self assessment in that area, because the Lord was dealing with me today on that. And I'm glad He did. So, some of you have someone from your past, and this was a really deep betrayal. For some of you, this was a close friend who you really, this person knew your heart. You guys shared a lot of secrets. You shared, you shared tears together. You shared hopes, dreams, and you actually went out of your way for this person. You stuck your neck out there for this person, and this person stabbed you in the back, and they did it in a really dirty way, to the point where the Lord brought Judas into the picture. Like, this person was like a Judas in your life, and you this person maybe cut you off, and you were just really beside yourself because you couldn't believe, after everything you did, to help this person, that they would just cut you off and do you dirty like that. But that was the Lord shutting that door, and the Lord showed you who this person was before your elevation, because for many of you, the shift is happening. Something big is going down in your life, and your elevation is really going to be popping in this next season. And these very people who, dropped you like a hot potato when that was the en vogue thing to do, are going to be coming back in now that you are the hot ticket in town. They're going to be coming back in. They're going to be, recreating history. They're going to be making excuses. Some of them might actually give you a heartfelt apology, and they might actually mean it, but it'll just be a little sus, the timing of it. And especially when they're going to be needing something from you. Okay. So, listen, we need to walk in forgiveness, but that doesn't mean that we forget. That doesn't mean that we allow people to continue to hurt us, to take advantage of us, to, come in with an agenda and use us. We're not going to allow people to run roughshod over us. Just because we're Christians, we are not doormats. And we forgive, but you don't forget unless the Lord tells you to let this person back in. Be obedient. Take every person, every situation to the Lord, and the Lord will show you how to handle this person. But this person, they were a frenemy, they were two-faced, they were an opportunist. And the minute that you weren't able to help them anymore, they dropped you. They dropped you so fast. They treated you like you were the plague because it didn't serve them anymore. And now all of a sudden, the tides are turning, and it's going to serve them again to have you in their circle. So, you aren't going to just easily allow people from your past back in, especially people who did you dirty. And that, again, yes, forgive. We're called to forgive. That's not an option. But again, that doesn't mean that we let people continue to use us, abuse us, take advantage and benefit from our favor, you know? So just let me see if there's anything else, you guys. I mean, that's just a really quick word. As I said, I'm here. I'm in St. George, Utah. I'm just chilling. I actually have a really nice view of the I don't know really what you would, I guess it's the desert, but it's very beautiful here. And I'm just waiting to meet family to go back to Vegas. And so the Lord, I was not planning to go live, obviously, because I went to the gym today and, I've just kind of got in the car and so I just literally, like, I have a little bit of bronzer on, a little bit of blush, and some lip gloss. That's it. That's it, you guys. Listen, I'm not one who likes to be all done up. Like when I'm going to Walmart or Target, this is what you're going to see. I'm in my gym clothes right now, okay? Like, I should probably, as representatives of the kingdom of God, we really probably should. I should make more of an effort, but I just like being comfortable. I like being natural. I mean, I put on makeup and do all that for my channel when I'm going live because I want to look professional, but whatever. Like I can easily leave the house without makeup on. Like I don't care. I'm very fully aware of my age. I'm not trying to act younger than I am. It's like whatever. It is what it is. But I will say that the lighting is good right now. So thank you for that, God. I'll take that. I like that. Being natural is representing God. He made you. And that's right. I wish I had some water in here. It's like hard to imagine that my children didn't leave like at least a water bottle in here or something. But I did have some coffee, but I drank it all. Pop the hood. Oh, thank you guys. So, where are you guys watching from tonight? I'm just hanging out now. I'm done with the word, you guys. But if the Lord might bring something else, I don't know. Charlotte, North Carolina, Kentucky, Texas. Wow. Boston. Married life's awesome. I miss my husband right now. He's in the DR working. We don't have his visa yet. Minnesota, Camden, New Jersey. You guys are so nice. I haven't seen one. I'm gonna jinx that. I haven't seen one clown yet. I was gonna change the comments, but I don't know how to do it on my phone, so. You guys are from all over, a lot of Toronto. So yeah, I've just been my son got here last night. My Tommy's was already home. So I'm gonna have all three of my kids this weekend. So that'll be good. Look like you've been riding a motorcycle. No, I just had my hair up from the gym and I'm like, I'll take it down. Norway, wow. Croatia. That's awesome. Seattle, sunny today. Well, stop the presses. I'm so old. That's such like an old thing to say. Stop the presses. Have I ever been to Denver? Yeah, I've driven through. We need to pray for our haters though, and we need to pray for our, the people, because it's like they're allowing themselves to be used. They need healing and deliverance, you know. Oh my gosh. Are you stinky? Probably a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I went to the gym and then I would just like got in the car. I'm gonna take a shower when I get home though. It's only a 2-hour drive back to Vegas, so. Luckily, this isn't smell-o-vision, so you can't smell me. When did you stop working for production agencies? I stopped working for television stations in 2016 when I was basically blacklisted for being an alt-right news director because I let some woman on. You guys might have heard of her. Her name's Laura Loomer. She's like a conservative independent journalist, and she was covering the 1 October, and she was getting all these like amazing scoops, like getting on the service elevator for the after the shooting at the Mandalay Bay. So I started talking to her just to find out like where she was getting her. She had these amazing sources and all this stuff. Well, like the whole like left wing mainstream media freaked out that I had coffee with this woman and basically made up all these lies about me and blacklisted me and called me like the alt right news director, which is actually hilarious because, you know, at that time I was still liberal, but like I didn't say any, you know, I never really defended myself. I just got completely steamrolled, which was such a blessing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm so happy that I'm out of that industry. But like, yeah, 1 October. There's a bunch of stuff that they never told us. I think that Laura in particular was getting a little too close to the truth on things, and because I was talking to her. You know, you guys know how it is, gang stalking, the devil's playbook. It was all in play. But as I said, I'm so happy. Like I actually did have opportunities to go back into that industry after that happened, but the Lord told me no, and He put me into real estate. So it was actually like the best thing that ever happened to me. But talk about betrayal. I had a lot of betrayal. You know, when I left and it was very public and people were talking such mess about me, I had people, you know, the Lord really showed me who was for me and who wasn't. There's nothing like getting kicked down to the ground to really find out who's for you. So I'm thankful for that, you know, 100%. Um, and now, you know, like obviously I'm much more conservative now. And that's why it's such a joke because, you know, I was like, even though I was like left leaning, because I had worked in news my whole life. I was a news executive. I was a former reporter. Of course, I was part of the mainstream media. I was brainwashed. But I still pushed my newsroom to be like you wouldn't have known that. Like I never told people that that's how I leaned because I believed in journalism. You're supposed to be you know, you're supposed to be objective. You're not supposed to tell everyone who you. And my newsroom, they all hated Trump. Like the night Trump got elected, I swear they were like crying. And so I was just like, you guys, you know, I was news director of a local Fox affiliate in Vegas. I'm like, we have a lot of viewers who support Trump. Like we can't be so out of touch with our audience that we just assume because we don't like him that our audience feels the same way. So my newsroom was a little out of touch with reality. And because I was pushing them to be more objective and more to the center, that also like they didn't like that either. But you know, at the time I was more liberal, but now I'm much more conservative, like 100%. because now the Lord, showed me that I wasn't under strong delusion supporting people who were against biblical principles, and like that just doesn't make sense. So, I mean, I don't like to talk too much about politics on my channel, but you know, I saw it firsthand that my newsroom was very young, and it was just a different generation. I mean, even though I was left leaning, I still, when I came up in journalism as a Gen Xer, like we were taught to be to not like show our views. Like we were trying to be you know fair and balanced. But it was like really eye opening to me, and it was another reason I wanted to get out, because you couldn't have your own opinion. It was like you had to go in line with what that leftist view, or you would be ostracized. And even for like pushing people just to be more down the middle, to be fair, especially because a lot of our audience was conservative, because even though it was a local Fox affiliate, we were definitely a local newsroom. We weren't really affiliated with the Fox News channel, but our viewers associated us with that. So, we had a lot of viewers who were, you know, and I was aware of that. And I was always about being fair, and trying to take everybody's opinions into consideration, and giving both political sides fair coverage. And but all of that's like definitely changed. But yeah, I'm definitely so happy the Lord pulled me out of that industry, and I really had an interesting view from where I was sitting. So yeah, it's just interesting. I really wish I had water right now. Yeah, I have a super interesting view. But it was really funny, like, getting steamrolled for being conservative, and I really wasn't even. I just did such a good job of not letting people know what my true, but because I actually gave the other side a voice, or spoke to somebody who was a Trump supporter, it was like, oh, she's alt right. It's the fake news, and it's the slander, the creating a narrative about somebody who's truth seeking, and who, isn't going to go along with the narrative. And, Candace Owens is going through the same thing right now. I went through all that. Many of you have gone through that in different ways, in your walks. It's part of the devil's playbook. Oh, I'm starting to lose my lighting. Yeah, I'm so happy to be out of that industry, you guys. Like, seriously, I was so stressed out, like, from the minute I woke up in the morning till late at night. I was watching news. I was responsible for like all of the news coverage that you saw on TV, from the morning news all the way to the late news. The website, I was in charge of that, all the content, hiring talent, HR. I had to deal with HR, and in that industry, the talent, they're always a little but oh yeah, I got some stories I could write a book about. I got some stories. All right, you guys, I gotta go. I think that I'm about to meet up. I used to work in Bakersfield too. I really liked being a news director in Bakersfield. I had a really good boss in Bakersfield. She's still there. Shout out to Teresa. She was probably the best boss I ever had. She made Bakersfield awesome. And the actually was a really good news town. Bakersfield gets a bad rap. Shout out to Baco. I love Bakersfield. I love the people. I love the town. Bakersfield is such an underdog in California. I listen. I'm giving my props to Baco. All right, you guys, I gotta run, but it was so good to just chat with you tonight, and hopefully I'll have some. I don't know. The Lord's been pulling me back, you guys. I sense a shift. He's pulling me back. He's pulling you back. He's shifting things, you guys. So I love you guys. Thank all of you who sow into this message. And you guys know the spiel. So you guys have a good weekend, and I will talk to you soon. I love you guys. Stay blessed. I'm praying for you always, and I plead the blood of